And okay, actually, I want to ask, what do you think about this move? Yeah, I guess you all see black Kosumi.
Yeah.
What do you think? Here, let's do a simple analysis. Let's imagine the earlier the red side was, black have those 3 stones as a structure. Okay, that can be normal because here I have a approach to the corner. White Kosumi, I play 3 space, normal, right? It's just the red side looks ugly, it's flat, but it's still normal. Okay, and then it's simple. White invade, black Kosumi. Then you basically pass. Basically you pass, right? So here, the only thing we can, we definitely know is this Kosumi is bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's close to a pass. And also here earlier I said white can invade here because the gap is too wide. After you play here, of course white wouldn't do it right away, but this invasion still exists.
Yeah.
So black play a move, the problem exists.
Yeah.
Why do you play there?
Yeah.
So this move just simply doesn't exist. And here, many people have this kind of question. In many occasions, I don't know what to do. And Jeff, I have followed your instruction. You have always told me whenever you say you don't know what to do, you already do. In peaceful situation, play somewhere big. In complicated situation, say read into it. Don't even try to be away from it. Read it. But still, there are situations I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this can be one of them. When black say I don't know what to do because obviously white want me to do this. He wedge, Atari, connect. Just do like this, and he take away my everything here, and what the hell is my outside here? Yeah. Especially here, he has this high stone. Yes, this variation may not be good. The problem is here, you need to play. Yeah, this is the move we say it exists. Yeah, let's think about some other move that exists at least. For example, this attachment exists. Yeah, we might answer here. This push, honey, turn. This one exists. I'm not sure if black is gonna like it, but this variation exists. Okay, and we also know that here you may attach here and tiger, and then let's say get some outside stone to attack here, but sacrifice some corner interest. This kind of move exists, and we may also just jump and fight. This variation exists. Please remember, when you say I have no idea what to do in an open situation, do something you have seen from pro game. Do not invent your move.
If you are planning your move, like where to play, and you have a feeling that it's good, it comes from somewhere. That's why reading pro games is necessary.
Yeah.
That you get the feeling from there, where is the moves that exist.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything where to play, and you don't know how to rationalize it, then just pick one of them, not not something which doesn't exist and it's out of your feeling. Your feeling just tells right away that this is wrong. You shouldn't play the move right away after that, making the decision by the feeling. But that feeling is good indicator, to tell that something is probably wrong here.
Yeah.
So then you go and read into it and try to rationalize it, why it is bad and what should I do. You necessarily don't have to do anything against it. It could be that it's punishing itself already. Yeah, if you have that feeling already with this move that it's something is off here, then it's good indicator, but don't make your decision based on that.
Yeah.
So that feeling is good tool, but not good master.
Yeah. Want is a word that is dangerous.
Yeah.
Just like feel.
Yeah, you have to also seek into it. If you want to do something, then go and rationalize it. Why do we want to do it? Is it rational thing to do, or is it just something for example, that you like fighting or something, so you just want to do it?
Yeah. For example, I have a business idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, please remember, any kind of idea, it cannot be, okay, we can do this. This can be awesome. That's not an idea. When you just hit your head and say, okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Remember, after that, we need to discuss about it through. This Kosumi is basically this look good, let's do it.
Yeah. It's brainstorming, but you should have some kind of quality control after that.
Yeah.
Black is overall better in first half and
in the second half, he's slack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, it's not necessary he's not a good player in the second half. He feel like I'm winning by too much.
Right.
Yeah, and so let's say here we come back to this blender. if we come back to this blender can easily be, I have seen many European players has this kind of problem. I'm winning by so much. I just keep playing. Oops.
Yeah.
I think black attitude in the game after the blender is correct as this move spend black 3 minutes. What happened in those 3 minutes? Calm down first. Because this is obviously something he didn't really expect. Calm down first. And then evaluate how much do I lose? Can I still continue the game? What kind of strategy can I take in order to continue? This takes him 3 minutes. To me, this is about right. I don't mind it because here on the clock, he still have 10 minutes. I may take longer. But the 3 minutes, I think in general, he had to follow the procedure here. Regardless of how much you are leading in the game, the following move you're supposed to play, remember, follow one criteria is called normal. Yeah, that is actually the criteria. We do not intentionally play, here it's comfortable, I just do whatever is terrible. Yeah, still, let's say you need to treat yourself strictly and play normal. If, for example, here we have 2 choices in a game, and we say one can lead the game to complication. Okay, premise, I'm leading the game. One move, and then it's complicated. The other move is simple. We say they are about the same number, and they still keep my lead. Then, of course, you choose a simple one. You don't go for complication. But if to you say I have 2 candidates, the complicated one is clearly what I should do. The other one I drop by a lot, even though it's still over 50. I'm sorry, go with that complicated one. Yeah. Because that's normal. Yeah, you can't say I choose something that will gonna clearly reduce my leading.
For example, this kind of situation where black had complications here, so he decided to like make it more simple, although like this might drop actually a lot. Imagine that you wouldn't be leading, then what is the most important area you would play anyway? So then if you want to simplify on that most important area here.
Yeah, especially here regarding to this code earlier we have mentioned, black might actually put in here and then to take away this area white territory, and also here also take away the liberty of the 3. So this one and potentially this code actually is white headache. It's something white really want to take away if possible. And when this exchange is done, white headache is already gone. Yeah, so here even if you are leading the game here, you are actually solving problem for the opponent. Yeah. Still, let's say you might be winning the game, but you don't want to solve the problem for the opponent. When we say there is something that is complicated, and we say, okay, so here we decide to go for it. Remember, when you make that decision, you'd better do some reading about that complication. And maybe you say it's too complicated, I cannot read till the end, and also I may have a limited time. That's perfectly normal. The thing is, read a few moves ahead and try to see a picture and ask yourself, is that positive or negative? When you say here, I'm leading the game and then it's a complication and it's a negative complication I'm going to enter. I'm sorry, then that is something you cannot enter. If it's a complication that is clearly negative to you when you are leading, don't go in. When it is a complication that is positive to you, and at the same time you do not have an equal alternative, you have to enter it, even though it is complicated and you say I might actually misread something. You have no choice, you have to enter it. And if you say this is a complication, I cannot judge about it clearly, I don't know, this is like 50-50, and I have a way, I give in something in order to keep the lead, you give in something. Please remember, after the game, please never forget about that moment. Either I'm under pressure or I have a limited time, I cannot really judge through about it clearly. Come back to that moment. Then look at that situation again. Ask yourself, is this a positive or negative complication? Starting from this moment the game lost the balance. But actually here, I know that white that C8 is strong. If you ask me, Jeff, where you're gonna play? I have been talking and thinking for quite a while. I still have no idea. It's still not easy because here white need to show the value of red side. Red side, though, those stones that influence very far away. How can white actually really show the value from distance? Also here, black, this pincer is a good one. It's a 3-space pincer which actually gives him some space around this side and this side, and it's a high one. So he has some space to develop. He himself to settle. He also have a clear route to escape towards center. So the plan is difficult to make. And if you ask me, I may actually come up with a plan maybe like this. But it's still not easy because here, then this stone is disturbing. Maybe Ilya is under the same situation as mine. He probably know this one is not right, but he didn't find anything better. He finds some move that at least he gets something directly. So he finds the least wrong one. Just the double approach is also not right, because here top side, this one is low. You don't want to take the top side at all. So top side is the wrong direction. So in the game, white fight for the left side to me is right. White just has to do it. Left side. His problem is not that. His problem here is he did play the first move on the left side. And when pincer happens, what to do? I don't know what to do, especially with this card. So actually here, if you ask me, my top choice is actually to solve this corner. So to solve the card issue before we decide anything here. But even after that, it's still not easy. Maybe. Yeah, at least then it's harder for black to pincer. But if you say here, how did white lose the game because white played this approach? I don't believe you. So it shouldn't be after this move. There's nothing we can do. It shouldn't be. But what should be the right thing to do? If you ask me here, I have to say I don't know. So let's say at the amateur level, let's never forget this. At the amateur level, this kind of thing, you don't need to prove anything. That's your points. This kind of thing is your points. This kind of thing is your points. This is your points. This is your points. This one, you need to prove it. Anything you need to work in order to prove it. At our level, it's not easy. So do not easily make a commitment. I can prove it. Yeah, even though maybe the pro say, hey, this is even. We play this kind of variation all the time. It's even. It's good for both. They do know how to manage this white. We don't. Yeah, how the top players play, regardless of what kind of situation I am at. If I can do this move, I'm gonna do it. There's no such thing as I'm leading the game, so I intentionally give in. Because many of us may say, I'm leading the game, I can just relax. Don't. Before the opponent resign, don't. Yeah, just do the strongest move that you can find and keep doing that. Yeah, your task is always to play the strongest move possible. Of course, at some point you say, I play here. I know that for sure I'm winning. Can I? Yeah, sure, you can. But yeah, let's also not forget about the one lesson cornering has actually told us. That was actually in Honimbo final just a few months ago. That's Honimbo final round 3. And cornering was leading the entire game. And in Yusei, afterwards he said, I miscounted 1 point. I thought I played like this, I won by half. And then I played with this scenario till the end. In the end, I lost by half point. Yeah, he just found out a route in which he said, I just play like this, in the end, I won by half point. So he played that simple route. He could have played slightly more accurately, and then he would have won that game. So, let's say, even for the top professional player, they sometimes actually have this kind of problem. Yeah, I just play like this, I can win it. But normally, if there's any possibility, let's go with strongest possible. When it comes to this picture, how can black possibly win the game?
Yeah, and what you can imagine to do here? White is strong everywhere. Well, other than this one, but it's clearly not enough.
And first, the black. Yeah, of course, black doesn't just push here. The push is too easy for white. He's asking, will you give? I will capture for the 5 in a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a challenge already difficult to many people. I would say to study this one, there's a clear answer.
Right.
That's a yes.
Yeah,
that's a yes. Because you capture the 5 in a bigger scale, it didn't really affect I got the outside strong. 5 in a small scale is 10 points. In a bigger scale, it's 15. Who cares? Yeah, actually, when I say here, it's impossible. Actually, after I see white answer like this, it's even more impossible. Because earlier we say, at least to run out that stone can be a factor to consider. Where is it? And Ilya first played here. He said, okay, please remember this. When there's still space left, it's important. Even if we can't find a solution, we calm down, play normal, and wait. This is he wait. He's saying this is the biggest area. I need to do this, and let's see what can happen next.
And also, like, you don't want to go to corner here because then, like, you give outside your opponent. Then you don't have like future on this area. Yeah. So you have to wait so that you will also keep in mind like what could possibly happen in the future.
Yeah.
So you have to imagine that this might be in the future some kind of target.
So he's actually betting on that tiny chance. You may say, why I'm betting on this tiny chance? Not necessarily you are betting on it, but when you're behind, you actually try to keep every single uncertainty if possible. You want things to be uncertain. And this is his way. There's nowhere I can attack. So let's play some complicated way and say, okay, will you do this? Ilya knows European player, how do they feel? Yeah, how many people will gonna endure and just play here?
Yeah.
I said I will.
And how many times I can do this to still win the game?
I guess here the major problem is White probably underestimated about in the following how complicated it could be. Yeah, when you have nowhere to catch up, makes the opponent unhappy, make him be emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also here, yeah, well, another, you can't just say, I just make you unhappy, and then, crap, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You also cannot say that. You can see this move, I've showed that if White say, I'm gonna punish you. Most people want to punish, right? It's not that easy to punish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy to punish.
And we were
like
talking
this.
about like how unrealistic this target is, but he was keeping an eye on it, and really it was in the like that this was.
It became a target.
It was a real target.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a small chance, but small chance is a chance.
Yeah.
This is basically it. When some people say, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna drown in the water, you're gonna take everything, right?
Yeah.
Just take everything. Maybe I'm gonna get something there that, okay, eventually save my life. Okay, this is the bottom line. I play the move to make the opponent emotional. You want to punch me? It's complicated. I can't read it clearly. To you it's difficult to read. Likely to your opponent it's difficult to read. And especially if you are both under time pressure, anything can happen. From this board situation, we see it till the end. White get nothing. This area, White get nothing.
Yeah.
That's actually what happened. White get absolutely nothing in this area.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when your soldiers have already done the job, they are just meat, and then you can sell it to highest bidder.
Yeah, that's how cruel goal is.
Yes.
Yeah.